Hello! Sorry, I was panic setting things up. Welcome, Esther. Thank you for coming, even if it's just for a little bit or however long you can come. I had an incident with my dad. Yeah, I'm unmuted. Okay. He fell today, so I had to help him get ready or help him in and get into the house, and he wanted to take a bath, so I had to get him all set up. So. All that things. Everything looks okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being able to come if you can. Let's get first timer list up. How has your writing? I know we were talking earlier, but how has your writing been going so far today? We didn't necessarily talk about writing, but where? Share my screen. That one? Yes. Back. Okay. Let's pick a timer. What am I in the mood for? I feel like I need to like chill, calm down. It's probably not a coffee shop. What do I want? I feel like I like the cat ones, the new cat one so much. Trying to finish writing episode 6. Ooh, so I can edit it and schedule it and revising Stefan's book. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, I did not know I could do that. I just found something new on the StreamYard thing that I didn't realize I could do. Phone is on vibrate. All the things. Alright, let's change my Twitch thing. Do we have writing on here? I do not. Oh, I'm not doing Sims 4. Get rid of Sims 4. Writing, and then I guess now I can add my own things. I put writing. Prints? Here? Yeah. Twitch has been updating things. Alright. Let's start the first sprint. I found a new favorite. No, pause. I said pause. And there's no music to it. It's just a cat purring. That's all it is. I love it. I feel like it will be soothing as I'm still kind of like from getting home. I am going to be working on my sci-fi romance book. I probably should be working on some poems that I have like in different stages of doneness / one is not done at all. But I want to write my story more, so we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna take advantage before I officially open to commissions where I'm like, I actually will have deadlines and people waiting for things, and I'm not just doing stuff for my own pleasure slash advertisement. So I'm just gonna write. I'm gonna write my book, and if not, then I'll switch over. Let's see. Yes, nice. Banners. Let's switch to our writing lo-fi music. I really wish that StreamYard connected to the pretzel music thing that I use on Twitch. Or just with OBS it works, but it doesn't work with StreamYard, and it makes me sad. Because they have more music options. Boy, oh well. Okay. Let's go ahead and start sprinting. Alright. Ready. 1, 2, 3, and go. All done. How did everyone do? If you want to share, remember, word counts aren't the end all be all of everything. You don't have to check. I don't keep track of word counts. It's perfectly fine. But if you want to share, you can share. I did not realize I didn't finish a masturbation scene, so I finished that. That went by fast. Yeah, it's 15 minutes. I feel like sometimes 15 minutes can either go by fast or it can go by like slow. I feel like that's a weird amount of time where you can lose yourself in it, or it can feel like it's taking 100 years. But yeah, I thought I had finished this scene. I guess I didn't. I think I was definitely very sleepy writing it where I did leave off, because when I was rereading the last couple paragraphs to figure out where I was at, there was a bunch of like sentences that didn't make sense. I was like, what? This doesn't make sense. So I fixed those and then finished the scene. But yes, I finally married off my couple for their fake, like, forced marriage trope thing. So now I feel like I can start having fun with them. Like, slightly evil fun, but not really. It's a romance. No one's gonna be badly hurt. I think I made a decision by changing a small part, and then I can have the slow moment I was trying to fit in before things got hectic. Fair enough, fair enough. My dyslexic brain already figured out what you were trying to say. the one time it works correctly, when people make a mistake. I sometimes just auto-correct myself. Awesome, yeah. That's good that you were able to, like, figure out something. I feel like when I go back eventually, when I'm done, to re-edit this, it's going to be interesting. Because there are definitely things where I'm like, I'm just gonna throw this word in here because I can't think of a better way to describe this, but I want a better word. Especially being that it's alien, and like, I know I have to have some words and like phrases and ways of interacting that are human, because we're human reading this book, and having something so far fantasy or far sci-fi, like way alien, can be very difficult for people, and some people don't like it. So, but I also don't want to be like too cliche and make up everything of my own when there are things that are just fine to describe it. I don't know. It's such a fine line, I feel like. Such a fine line. Pretty much I want to give him a moment to rest before throwing everyone at him. The lull before the fight. That's good. The lull can always fit in so many things. I mean, I don't know how many times that, like, moment of peace is like the moment that the couple kisses or they declare their love for each other, and then it's like, oh no, everyone's gonna die, because then the fight breaks out like a second later. And yes. Or like in however you feel about JK, but in Harry Potter, where Baltimore's like, let's have a break and collect your dead and whatever, and Harry gets to see all the memories. So during that, like, lull before the beginning of the continuation of the battle or fight or whatever, you can reveal things, and then that puts the fight or battle in like a whole other view lens. You like switched up stuff. That can always be really interesting. Really interesting. Let me pick the next timer. Blah blah. Let's pick. We're gonna do the cute anime boy today. Wow, words I cannot speak still. He's still by himself, but I hope I get into an era of no one can harm him nor kill him, but me and him hating how she comes to his rescue, but still tells him she's going to kill him. Oh. Okay. Intrigued is all I have to say. He's the what would be a reverse for damsel? The hero in distress instead of heroine in distress. The hero in distress. There you go. Though I feel like I want a different word for damsel, because I feel like damsel in distress just sounds nicer. I wonder what would be the opposite. What would be the opposite for damsel? Let's ask Google. Classic murderous banter. Yes. Hey, enemies to lovers sometimes. I'm sure in some word that it's very, very bad, but it's also so amazing. Word for damn. Oh, here we go. Google knows what I'm trying to find. Is there? Oh, good lord. I'm not even gonna try and say that. Nope. Distressed dudes is another word. That does not sound the same. No. First, give me some crazy word that I don't know how to say. Not even gonna try. Lord, head of house, but that doesn't sound the same. Just dude in distress. Nope. There is no reverse that sounds good for like hero in distress. But for damsel, interesting. We'll have to fix that. That is definitely something where it's like how a lot of writers have been switching the inverting like tropes in the sense of putting a female classic position in with a male, especially when you have like MM romances and FF romances where like there is no male hero male knight, you know. There is not a lot of good words to describe classic female-led tropes like damsel in distress that you can easily put a man in, but there's not like a way to say it. Like damsel in distress, everyone knows what that means, but hero in distress could mean many things. Damsel in distress, you know that there's like a romantic element to it, most likely. For me, is that she is a vampire. There's no way he is going to be stronger than her. That is true. But hey, still, Still. And there could be times, I mean, depending on your vampire lore and what you're doing. I mean, just like in for multiple different reasons, like Buffy kicked Angel's butt and Spike's butt multiple times. And she is too prideful to let him win. That's I'm gonna have to I'm if anyone who is watching who is not also commenting, Esther has a Ko-fi, and it's also on Candle Villa, the story that we're talking about, that she's being very careful of not saying things to, I'm pretty sure. Go read it. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to read it financially. Oh, and look at her Instagram. Her aesthetics are beautiful. It's so pretty. Alright. Where are all my tabs? Things. Let's do the next one. Think. Is this better? Whoops, I can't even. I'm the same. I'll do this and then I'll switch over. Because I feel like you can't see when I count down. Why am I getting notifications? Okay. I think Angel was because he didn't drink human blood. Spike did kick Buffy's butt a couple of times. Spike was definitely much more of a equal ground, but still. But yeah, but that's my point too. Like with Angel, because he didn't drink blood, like there could be a time where in some vampire senses, I've read books where like a vampire could be awake during the day, but they're just weaker during the day, so they could get their butt kicked by a vampire hunter without, in the sense of not being in the sun, being inside, and they're just weaker. But that's why I'm like, depending on your vampire lore, anything is possible. Especially if you made up your whole vampire lore and there's nothing in comparison to real life. But okay, 20-minute timer with this cute anime boy. We're still gonna keep the lo-fi music because I don't want to be copy striked because I've already had that happen. So I know that there's music to this, and I actually have not listened to it. I'm sure it's beautiful, but we're not going to do that. If you want to listen, remember, if you want any of these timers, I have a list in the YouTube description, and I'm still sort of working on giving you guys a list of my favorite playlists on Ko-fi eventually. But with the ending of all the plugs, let's start sprinting. All right, 1, 2, 3, and go. Okay. That one got ahead of me. The next timer started. Ah. How did everybody do? Sorry, my ear was scratching. I wrote another paragraph and have written some dialogue. That's where I'm at. I feel like I should start the next chapter, but this chapter would be way too small. If it's even a chapter, I don't know. My chapters are so subjective. I just know that they're gonna change. I mean, I know for sure they're gonna change because I definitely am realizing that this zero draft is focusing more on their relationship and not much on plot. And I think my first draft will definitely be putting in some more plot stuff because there's supposed to be a war that I occasionally mention in the background of this book for the whole series, and I have not mentioned it very much, and I want to mention it more, and it's going to be something I have to add in later because I'm not going to go back and add it now because that would be a disaster and I might not finish the book then because I'll just continuously go back and fix things that don't need to be fixed right now. Oh, I forgot that there's a taco timer now. But how did everyone else do? Or I think we'll do this cute timer. Let the commercial go. Will we break? I also had a moment of freak out because I thought I had lost the name of a species. And I was like, oh no, fuck. Sorry, Mom needed some help. Well, no, yeah, I understand. Hey, I was almost late because my dad needed me, so you're good. That happens. Did you get any writing done? Or did Mom take up the 20 minutes? Ooh. I got words and don't know how many. Fair enough. Words are words. Even if they get erased later, they're still valid. But yeah, no, I definitely panicked because I was like, oh no, I lost this species name and I don't remember where I found it from. But no, I found it. It was still in a Google Note. It was still in a Google Note. I found it. And I added it to my campfire so that it's with all the other species. So I wanted to describe where a melon came from, and I wanted it to come from that specific planet. And I was like, oh shit, I need the name. I need to wrap this episode soon-ish. It can't be too big. Fair enough, because it's episodic, so it's like how long roughly are your chapters? I'm just curious. Because I know fan fiction chapters can be all over the place from when I've read fan fiction, but I'm not sure if something like this is being more structured. So I don't usually read episodic novels. I guess I would call it that. Yeah, they're episodic novels on other apps. 'Cause I have a hard time reading ebooks in general. Though I can read 5 million hours of webtoons and Wanma and all that stuff. Most of them are between 1.5K to 2.5K. Oh, that's realistic. I think that's what most people say a chapter should be anyways. So that makes sense. That is fair. Though I feel like when I do read fan fiction, not that I do that much anymore just because of time, if I see something that big, I'm just like, do I really want to dedicate time to read this? Because it's usually like a couple chapters, which again is like the chaos of fan fiction versus these episodic novels, which are probably much more organized and thought out for the most part. At least that's what I would think. I don't know, because I don't write down that kind of stuff. I don't think my brain could work that way. I keep getting caught on something under my desk. I'm gonna pull a wire. Oh, it's not an important wire. That's fine. I try not to be too close to 3K, and 1K feels too short. Episode 1 is the only one which is less than 1K. Oh, I would have thought it was longer. Maybe I'm just guilty of front-loading stuff. So I know the beginning of this book so far is a lot of exposition without being exposition. A lot of groundwork stuff. But that is interesting. Definitely, like we've talked about before when we've texted, like there's definitely a talent to writing episodic, like fan fiction-esque, that kind of story, because you have one big story but you have it broken up into pieces, but it's not necessarily like chapters in a book at the same time. I don't know. It is a bloody scene, and the introduction of Marina, it worked by itself. That's fair. That's fair. If it works. Hey, some authors like have random like one-page chapter, and it's just like, what? And then you don't get back to the character for like 2 more pages or 2 more chapters or something. Like, this isn't fair. Did I say this? Okay. Let me check. Twitch is still okay. Twitch is still okay. Alright. Nope, that is not what I wanted. All the buttons, pressing all the wrong buttons. Alright. Well, let's do our 25-minute sprint. Let me actually put the banner on at the right time. Which one did I do? This one. Alright. 25-minute timer. Be fair warned, this timer can be slightly distracting, but it's still cute. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and go. Yes, cute and distracting. Okay. That one's done. Well, I'll finish the chapter. Start at the next one. I'm debating on if I should force my characters into their like one bed trope kind of situation, or if I should hold off for like another chapter. But I have to start moving things along. I also know that. They definitely lingered at the beginning, for sure. Not surprised if some of the beginning stuff gets cut out eventually. Especially as I need to add background / world building to this war that I want to have as a common thread through all these books. Hopefully, eventually more than one book. But how did everyone else do? Or did we all get extremely distracted by cute little dinos? I remember the first time I watched that timer, I 100% got way too distracted by the dinos to actually I think I actually did nothing the first time I watched it. I was just like, are they gonna move? Are they gonna move? And then they're like, they don't move for that certain amount of time. Let me check. Which? Hope everyone's okay. Just finished episode 6 and left it on a mini cliffhanger. A mini cliffhanger. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No. Cliffhangers are evil. Just kidding. They're not. But when you're into it and you're just like, no, why? I am now dead. That's good. I feel like definitely in, at least again, my viewpoint is from not fan fiction, but from like webtoon, not webtoons like the app, but like web comics. There you go, or like manhwas in mangas, where they're very episodic. There definitely is a lot of like cliffhangery-ish stuff that happens, and I'm just like, no. Gonna let it rest and come back to it later for some revisions and editing. Fair enough. It is a little one because I'm not a fan of cliffhangers. Fair enough. Which episode did you just release? I don't remember. I remember looking and seeing that you posted it on Instagram, but my brain does not remember retaining what the number was. I just remember you saying something about something being released. I was just like, now I'm just like, which one? What was it? Question marks? Yeah. This book will be kind of different in regards to like cliffhanger, because I can't necessarily do a cliffhanger because it's supposed to be a standalone within a series, like a lot of other romance books. And then the book I did before this was a complete standalone, like open closed story, sealed. It was also a different genre because it was fantasy. But what do we got? 1, 2, and 3 are out on Villa. Oh, okay. For free on Villa. Like free, or like how Amazon Unlimited is free but you pay for Amazon Unlimited. You know, I'm just curious. I've literally opened up Villa once, I think on my computer, and didn't actually look into it because I think I got distracted or something happened and I ended up not looking through it. But I'm just curious. Because I always love when people are like, oh, it's on not Amazon Unlimited, Kindle Unlimited. I always love when people are like, oh, it's on Kindle Unlimited, so it's free. And I'm like, no, it's not free. You pay Kindle Unlimited. You pay one payment a month for as many books as you can read in that 1 month. Or you pay, I think there's also an option to pay for like a year. So you get however much you can read in the 1 year or something like that. And I'm just like, don't be misleading people. But I also think some people don't realize how all of that works, because I didn't at first. The Villa lets you read the first 3 episodes for free. Even outside of the US, you can read them. Ah, okay. But not 100% everywhere. Because I remember you saying that not everyone has access to Villa, which is why you have stuff on your Ko-fi and on your Patreon. First 3 episodes for free. Interesting. Episode 4 onwards, you have to buy coins to buy it, and then anyone outside of the US can't read anymore. Oh. Press the button. Okay, there you go. That's so unfair though for like other people that are not in the US. Like that's like such a tease. It's like, oh, read this amazing thing. Oh, never mind. You can't finish reading it. Haha. Just kidding. Come on, Amazon. That's such a PP tease. Such a PP tease. That's not fair. Bad Amazon. Should go to timeout for that. Because I can't read past the first 3 episodes, even though Puerto Rico. What? Even from Puerto Rico? Oh my gosh, that's super dumb. Because Puerto Rico is a territory. Oh my god, that's so dumb. So dumb. I don't understand how big companies work. I really don't. really don't. Bum, 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 bum. We'll do this one. What, the commercial run? Yeah, I had a conversation about it. I have KU but can buy coins to buy Villa episodes. But can't buy coins to buy Villa episodes. That's so dumb. Oh my gosh, Amazon. You're like a whole like worldwide thing. You can't just release something like that and be like, oh, but it's only for the US. Unless they were to call it like a beta run. I feel like that's okay. If they were going to release it and be like, oh yeah, we're just beta running it in the States and then eventually worldwide release to come. Even if they took like a million years and like dragged their feet and didn't do it very quickly, at least then it could be like, oh, we're not playing favoritism. We're just beta running it. I mean, that's a whole other can of problems, but still, I just feel like that's so dumb. Amazon. Amazon, even though I'm running on Amazon through Twitch. But I don't care. I'm not getting paid by them. I'm not an affiliate yet. I'm not an affiliate. I'm not in their pocket. So, whatever. I pay them because I have Amazon Prime. But, oh my gosh, that's so silly. Not anywhere else in the US. That's so dumb. So dumb. Not yet. How? Because I don't have enough, what is it that I'm missing? I'll tell you. I'm missing congruent viewers. But also, I'm not planning to be an affiliate for Twitch because I don't like their what's the word I'm thinking of? Their conditions. So if you're an affiliate or a partner, unless you're like one of those super high, like bajillion views partners where you get special contracts, standard contracts, even though they have changed things, the standard contract for at least an affiliate, because it would be forever till I could reach partner, but for an affiliate is after you stream, they own your stream and anything on that stream for, I think it's 24 hours, and they can do whatever they want. So if they want to take clips and use them as ads, or to like promote something in particular, they could take my stream and use words and comments out of context because they own it for that time. And if not that I am like caught up to date weekly on video, on content, I can only have a stream on Amazon. I cannot stream or share that content to another service for, I think it's a week or 2 weeks, something like that. So like with my gaming content, I stream for now exclusively gaming content on Twitch, and then I re-upload that VOD to YouTube. If I was caught up and I wanted to upload the VOD the next day, I couldn't if I was an affiliate because they still own the rights to that video and to the like distribution rights to the VOD. So it kind of F's you up. And I couldn't multi-stream like I'm doing right now where I'm streaming to both YouTube channels and Twitch. I couldn't do that. It would be against my contract. So, and I eventually want to dual stream my games, but I need a PC. my wonderful poor laptop could not handle me dual streaming games. So, yeah, that sounds very Amazon-like. Yes, it is the biggest pain in the butt, especially as the word has gotten out more about what the actual terms and agreements mean for partners and affiliates. Partners have a little bit of a better deal. They still have the same like exclusivity problem and things like that, but they tend to get better pay, so it's not as big of a deal for them. But for affiliates, when you make pennies, it's a bigger deal. It's definitely a bigger deal, especially because they are trying to change it payment through like ads. I've been getting emails and watching YouTube people that are like Twitch experts talk about it, but they're trying to like give you more, kind of like YouTube, where you get a percentage as like a partner, through your ads. Twitch is trying to sort of do that, even though the whole ad culture is not that great on Twitch. Many people hate ads. But your subscriptions, Twitch is still 50-50, except for certain partners. Some partners are on like a beta run where it's a more better deal, but they haven't rolled it out to everybody. So for right now, you're still like 50-50, where Amazon gets like 50% of your subscription to that content creator, to that streamer, and then the streamer gets the other 50. And you have to have a threshold of a minimum of $100 before they'll even give you anything. So like my friends are affiliates and they haven't hit that $100 threshold, so they still don't get anything, even though I pay my subscription for them, and we have some other people that watch them that do Prime. They don't see any of that yet, so it's kind of ridiculous. Hopefully we can get you monetized through YouTube sooner rather than later. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping here first is most likely what will happen on the main channel, and then I think once I start dual streaming on the second channel, that one will help too, because watch time is easier to get through when you stream. So and I don't want my second channel to just be like an archive of VODs. I want to be able to stream on there too, because there's definitely a different culture between YouTube and Twitch, and I just like streaming way better than making videos, hence why my channel has been slightly silent, because I haven't wanted to edit anything, which is a whole other problem, which I do kind of talk about actually in my newsletter that just went out on Ko-fi. So yeah, but let's stream and not complain about giant powers at B that we can't do anything. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, I know breaks are fine, and I'm small and it's not that big of a deal, so, but it's fine. I think I just need to figure out money situation and find someone that's willing to edit my mess of videos that I record, so that I can put content up, because I love making content. I actually have a bunch of videos filmed. I just don't want to edit any of them. And I don't also want to take the time to learn to edit better than the basic that I already do, because I'm like, I rather put time into doing other things that are more productive than editing the video, because other people can already do it well. So yeah. that's my thought. But I did go into this field with the idea of it kind of being a business, and there would definitely be things that I would stop handling and hand off to somebody else. And I think this is definitely just one of those things that would happen first, is handing off making of the videos, especially like putting them together. But who knows? That's like still future me's problem, not me's problem now. I don't think this has music. I think this is just coffee sounds. If it's not, I mean, I'll mute it again, because I don't want to get copy striked, but we'll see. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, and go. Oh no, it's music. We're gonna mute it. No. Alright, all done. That one also got ahead of me. I got through some dialogue. There we go. I zoned out for a second. I'm starting to feel tired. I think maybe the next sprint should be our last sprint. I left the stupid banner up. Oh, my back popped. I'm definitely feeling tired. My husband should be leaving work any moment now. And I can feel myself struggling to concentrate. So, should probably... Yeah, I think the next sprint's gonna be our last. But how did everybody do? How did everyone do? Hopefully tomorrow I can either finish the poem that is left unfinished or do some work with the poems, or I need to finish editing my video that I have half edited, which is if anyone has been interested in the Latinx author character videos that I do, it is a video for that. I actually have two videos. One was an ARC and one was a public one, which if you're on my Ko-fi, you would have seen I announced what I was reading. So I have that one I have half edited. So that went by fast. It was 20 minutes. So it always, that particular one throws me off because they count up to 20 versus down from 20. So it throws me off. I switched to revising Estefana's book. Cool. And scheduled episode 5 on Villa. Interesting. I'm shaking my desk on accident. I'm sorry if anyone caught that and it made them feel weird. Let me check. Which, yep, that's fine. Good. Alright, well, let's do our last sprint. Just closing, tie off sprint for the night. I'm gonna do a 10-minute sprint just to close off, because honestly, mentally, I don't think I could stand an extra 5 minutes to make it 15. So we're just gonna do a 10-minute sprint. Also, fair warning, this particular timer does have occasional flashing because it is like a rainstorm, thunderstorm. So there is occasional flashing if you're sensitive to flashing lights. So. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and go. All right. How did everybody do? I have decided to force my couple into the one bed situation, and I'm telling the main character, and he's having a discussion with the commander of the space station right now and is upset. So we'll see later how that works. I don't want to write a bunch of words that are only gonna half make sense like I did last time, apparently. Or it wasn't a bunch, it was just a couple. So, but yeah, I'm gonna force them into quarters that only have one bed. They're supposed to be for married people. Got a couple words in, and now I need to think through the rest of the scene. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. Oh no, this is not a stream. Never mind. Doesn't look like anyone's streaming on YouTube, but hey, well, that is it. There's no one streaming on YouTube. Coffee Quilt is streaming on Twitch. If anyone over there wants to go over there, I don't think I have anyone currently watching on Twitch, but I'm gonna go and get ready to go to bed. So now I'm gonna read more about DOJ versus Penguin in my house case before trying to get some sleep. That is some heavy reading before bed, but all power to you, my dear. You read that. And yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in anything else, check out my channel page on Twitch and click my face at the bottom there, roughly there, and hit my face and check out the channel. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Monday will be more writing sprints / whatever you want to do sprints, which is why they're called Storyteller sprints. And on Friday I will be on Twitch with another game. I don't know what we're playing yet, but we'll have more gaming content there on Twitch. But yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you next time, whenever that is. Bye.